came, stayed with him, and he taught them from maybe age 6, age 10 to age 15 by a dialogue. So he had to be a learned man, and he taught people. It is not scalable, it was very small. Then came the Industrial Revolution, and you had a new form of education, which is what we have today. It is where one person reads all the books, gets a degree, a lot of people come, he comes and gives a lecture, there's a course, there's a content, there's a credit, there's an examination, there's an assessment, the piece of paper giving at the end of it, and he comes and tells you everything. You write down and pass the exam, and you get a piece of paper, and you got a degree, got a job. So one to many. Why? Because the information has been read by a few people, right? One to many. And that information is not available to everybody. Now, we are in the midst of Education 4.0, in which all the accumulated knowledge of humankind is available on the web for free, in any language of your choice, with rich video, rich multimedia. It's all available. Tutors are available to tutor you personally on a call. There are other people available to give you material. So content is free. So how does education take place? Education has two components. The regulatory aspect, course, content, pedagogy, classes, universities, regulator, blah, 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 to give you a degree. That's not going to change, because there are so many people in the system holding on because they can't change. But the process of learning, how do children learn? Children learn on their own, children learn by interaction, and that learning can be asynchronous. You can go from 101 to 501 because you have an interest. And you can do all that because that information is available. And that will lead into very interesting consequences. The big MOOCs have come up, online courses have come up, and variety of courses are enormous because the university is restricted by the courses that the faculty can deliver. But on an open platform, you can have any number of courses. So we're going to see disruption there in a big way because the learning is getting disrupted, and you could have a time when you can design your own degree. I want a degree in nuclear science, with biotechnology, with dance, with music, and let us say with biology and with something else. So I take those courses from the best universities in the world, which are giving me by MOOCs. I do the credits, get a certain amount of credits. I go to the web and find a virtual university which has accredited all these courses. I send them my credits and they give me a degree. And my employer will hire me. Why do employers hire me? Because they want people left brain, right brain. They don't want widgets who do the same thing again and again. They want very creative people. So education is getting disrupted. How is it going to have an impact? We'll see, because the way we have classes, the way we have universities, the way we interact is going to go. And it's happening in a very rapid way. In the US, students have $1.5 trillion of debt. $1.5 trillion. It's such a rotten society which makes these young people take debt at the formative years of life before they go and work, and they're going to spend their entire life paying off the debt. I think Bill Gates and everybody should give scholarships and reduce the debt burden, not keep on piling debt on young people. They're destroying their future. Whereas China is giving free education to everybody, and they're going to make a great future. Now, when people ask the question, why should I pay $250,000 for a course? Why can't I shrink the time required for a degree, go for education? Now, education has got 5 components. Socialization. You have to go somewhere, meet people, peer group that's required. Learning. Learning can get disrupted. Instead of 4 years, you can do 2 years of classroom balance on your own. Third, assessment. Assessment is disrupted. You can do it on your own. Fourth is your brand and your degree. And the degree, the brand value is an ROI. How much you pay to get the brand value. Now people know the brand value necessarily doesn't carry for the quality that it once was. And the last thing is, how do employees find you? The employees are finding different way. Today, if you want to hire somebody for software, you put them to a coding test. You have a coding test, people come and code, the best coder gets the job. Doesn't matter whether they're a high school graduate or engineer, is slowly picking up. So education is getting disrupted. The next industry which is getting disrupted, financial services. How does financial services work? Financial services work, traditionally people said, you took money at 3%, lent at 6%, you had a 3% spread, you played golf at 3%, at 3 o'clock, right? That's what Americans spoke about 20 years ago. Today, on the liability side of the balance sheet, where banks take deposits, all people have investment options. You can put into a bank deposit anywhere in the world, you can put into stocks,